I used to sit on the porch here and watch the planes from left field fly over, watch the families drive by in their cars, watch the drama of these streets, and I wondered, how did I end up here? How did I go from being an executive with a nice home and a loving family to losing everything? My name is John Harris. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I was raised in a loving Christian family with a father and a mother and 2 sisters. I became saved at the age of 13. At the age of 17, I began to wander from my faith and was drawn into various pleasures of this world and turned my back on Christ. I began working for a startup tech company. About 18 years into that career, I made the most selfish decision I can ever recall making in my life. I was transferred to Denver, Colorado, and at that time I divorced my wife and left her and my 4 kids here in North Texas. I began to drink heavily. I became addicted to cocaine, and within several years I lost my business, I lost access to my children, I lost my dignity, I lost my freedom, really. I went to treatment 10 times trying to get sober. I just couldn't remain sober on my own. And by the age of 45, 46, I at times became homeless. As I was in my cycle of addiction and homelessness, God kept shining the light of truth in moments in my life. I received a letter from my little sister. She reminded me of the truth of God. She quoted Romans 11 and said, "John, I was there when you accepted Christ at the age of 13. I was there. I saw the change in you, and it broke me. It broke me, it shattered me. I knew that was the truth. I knew it. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I knew that God was going to call me back." So there came a day. That day was January 6, 2007. And yet again, I fell on my knees and cried out to God. I did not know it at the time, but that was my first day of freedom. God was showing up in my life, and He was making a way for me where there seemed to be no way. And that was a way to the light. I returned to Alcoholics Anonymous, a secular 12-step program, but on the advice of a pastor, I found a Christian sponsor to walk me through the 12 steps. At a point in time, I needed to get a job, a real job, and my sponsor told me that God didn't get me sober so I could pursue a selfish career. He said, God got me sober for many reasons, one of which was to be a father to my children. In these past 8.5 years, God has fully restored my relationship with all 4 of my children. One of the things I get to do is have a group of men in my home once a month. We have a meal together, we seek God through His Word together, and we pray together. I am amazed that God put me back together. I am amazed. Christ loved me enough to let my addiction crush me to the degree that I totally surrendered and began to finally cling to Him and nothing else, nothing else. And that's made all the difference. Total surrender has made all the difference.